Hey everyone, and welcome back to BMX News. This is a weekly BMX news show where I talk about everything that happened in the previous week within the world of BMX that I think you guys might care about. That being said, the first thing that we have to talk about this week is kind of some really unfortunate news to have to talk about. I'm sure that you guys, or at least a lot of you guys, have heard about this already because it's been circulating in BMX media and just BMX in general with tons and tons of support, but it is still something unfortunate that we have to talk about, and that is Simon Tabron and the fact that he had a heart attack and then a stroke shortly after that. Chad Kagi has set up a GoFundMe page, and I just want to read directly off of this rather than trying to paraphrase or say anything out of my head from what happened. So it says, "Hello everyone, my name is Chad Kagi and my dear friend Simon Tabron is in need of our support. Simon Tabron is a beloved 46-year-old husband, father, and decorated pro BMXer, having earned 8 world championship titles and 20 X Games medals. On September 7th, 2020, his family's world was shattered when he suffered a cardiac arrest and, days later, a stroke. As we write this, Simon has been moved from ICU on life support to neurological division as doctors race to understand the cause of these catastrophic events and the long-term effect that they will have on Simon's ability to speak, walk, and work." And then there's some more in this first description, but I want to move down to an update that's a little bit more current as of September 16th. It says, "Hello Team Simon, Shanna and I have more good news and progress to share with you. The doctors have repaired Simon's heart and he is now recovering in the cardiac unit. We anticipate his next step to be moved to acute inpatient rehab to focus on the damage the stroke did to his brain. Simon's doctors are very positive about his ability to recover through therapy and rehab. We're not the only ones to see Simon's determination and drive to push forward. Friends, trust me, our friend and superhero, Super Simon, is fighting this good fight. He is amazing, and so is his teammate Shanna. We are all so thankful for the support. They are feeling the love. Chad, hashtag Simon Strong." So with this, the GoFundMe is currently sitting at, when I refresh it right this second, $98,078 raised of a $200,000 goal. So the first link in the description below is a link to this GoFundMe. If you can contribute to this and help out Simon and his family, they will greatly, greatly appreciate it, and you'll be helping a literal legend and superhero in the BMX world. So Simon, I doubt you'll ever see this, but I'm pulling for you, and I'm hoping that me sharing this out here to the people who watch this BMX news video can help in some way. So on that note, we have to move on to the next unfortunate thing that we have to talk about this week, and that is that Mutiny Bikes has shut down. After 22 years being a company, they are shut down, and this is what they have to say about it. I know this stuff really sucks to talk about, and there's a lot of unfortunate news, but it happens, and when it does, we have to talk about it. So it says here, "We have decided that Mutiny Bikes has reached the end of its journey. It's a decision that has not been made lightly or swiftly, but the team and I agree that this is the right one at the right time. We count ourselves lucky to have shared our journey with you over the last 22 years. To all that have supported us, we thank you. Gaz Sanders, Mutiny Bike Co." So it kind of sucks. I don't know if this is because of COVID or anything like that, but what I do know is that Mutiny has been a huge name in BMX ever since I started riding bikes. My buddy Justin Simpson was pro for Mutiny and absolutely killed it in so many of their amazing videos. I feel like Mutiny kind of brought in this level and this standard of quality into like the web video game, with Joe Simon just making these absolutely amazing web videos, which I will link my favorite one in the description down below. It was just so well done on all levels of the video from everyone involved, and I feel like that kind of set a standard for quality in BMX at that time, and it just kind of sucks to hear that they're going away, but that doesn't mean that all of their videos and everything they've done in the past and all of their riders have done and the videos that they have made are going to disappear. So with that, check out the link in the description below to my favorite Mutiny web video of all time made by Joe Simon, and maybe leave a comment of what your favorite Mutiny video ever was. With that as well, leave some positive things for Simon in the comments down below as well. If you have any memories or any favorite videos or contests or anything like that, let's just fill the comment section with positivity, just in case anyone from Mutiny or Simon's family or Simon himself might read it. You never know what a positive comment can do, and there's no reason not to leave those, even for the people who might read them that don't know anyone at Mutiny or Simon. Just the positivity in general is infectious, and there's no reason not to spread it. So moving on from there, we've got a few more NORA Cup category nominees to talk about this week. The first of those is Flatland Rider of the Year, and the nominees for that are John William Prevost, Kiyo Hayakawa, Matthias Dandois, Terry Adams, and Yu Katagiri. All of these people are familiar names to me. I don't really know the Flatland world, but I feel like if they were nominated for NORA Cup, they are definitely deserving of it. And I'm curious, any of those who follow Flatland out there that watch this video, let me know who you guys think should win this. I feel like it's very easy for Terry Adams and Matthias Dandois to just get thrown in there because those guys are kind of at the height of the industry and mainstream BMX when it comes to Flatland. But maybe some of these other names that you might not have heard of as frequently ride at the same level or maybe even higher, but they don't get the same recognition because they're not directly in the mainstream industry world of BMX. Very curious to hear you guys' thoughts on that. And then after that, we have got the Street Rider of the Year nominees. And the nominees for Street Rider of the Year are Brad Sims, Dakota Roche, Eric Elstrand, Garrett Reynolds, and Nathan Williams. Those are all heavy hitters. It's really cool to see Eric Elstrand's name in here. I wonder if the timing for X Games Rio BMX has anything to do with that, but all of these guys are deserving. I mean, of course, Garrett Reynolds and Nathan Williams. No, Brad Sims too. I mean, it's so difficult to choose someone in here. I think I would go with Brad Sims just because the things that he's put out in the past year are him just pushing the limits of the smallest things that you can ride, hitting these curb cuts and going super insanely high and doing wall rides out of them with tricks out of those wall rides and doing the most insane stuff on the most minimal of setups. And that is just amazing to see because yes, these guys like Nathan Williams goes and just sends it on the biggest thing you've ever seen, but to have the skill and the finesse to do these giant tricks out of these tiny little setups is really impressive, while also being able to fully send it and be burly as well. So Brad Sims is probably my pick. I mean, you gotta count Garrett Reynolds and Nathan. They're all, like I said before last week, any of these guys could win and it would be understandable. So let's just move on from there. We've got the Reader's Choice Rider of the Year, and the nominees for this are Brad Sims again, Dan Kruk this time, Felix Prangenberg, Max Miller, and Nathan Williams. Max Miller is a name that I'm like not surprised to see it, but I'm surprised to see it, and I'm also super psyched. If you guys think back to the videos that Max Miller was in this year, he did some of the gnarliest stuff. The one that comes to mind is that crazy bridge gap over the sidewalk 180 bar that he did on just a setup that literally no one else would probably touch, and he handled it. And all of the videos that he's been in, he has produced some really solid BMX riding. Same thing I just went through with Brad Sims. Dan Kruk as well has had an awesome year in BMX and done a lot of really crazy stuff. Nathan Williams too. I mean, look at the caliber of projects that Nathan Williams has put out this year and how many of them he's been involved with. It's pretty incredible, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Nathan Williams took this one. I'm pulling for Max Miller though, and Brad Sims is just everyone's favorite in BMX right now, so I really wouldn't be surprised if he won it. Same with Dan Kruk. I'm not sure about Felix Prangenberg. He is definitely in the top tier of professional BMX riders. I just don't see him winning over the other four guys in this category. With that, we've got one other one to talk about, and that is Video of the Year nominees. And with that, we've got Always Fiending from Fiend, Champagne from Kink BMX, No Future from Mary Jade, Vacilando from Scapegoat, I hope I said that right, and Wit It from Animal Bikes. This one, hands down, I mean, I haven't seen No Future, Vacilando, or Wit It from Animal Bikes, but Champagne from Kink BMX and Daryl Taco was just, it is amazing. It's like that Mutiny web video thing that I talked about previously and just setting the standard. The video work, the riding, and everything all together with Champagne was just top notch. And I feel like it's just levels above anything else that has came out recently. Obviously, Always Fiending was absolutely crazy as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what gets chosen for Video of the Year. My vote is with Champagne from Kink BMX, and like I said last week, I want to know your guys' thoughts on all of these things. Leave them in the comments down below. Let's see who we think should win, and then whenever the awards are actually given out, let's see how our thoughts and opinions lined up with what got chosen. And then we can talk about the E-Fise contest that's been going on recently. The qualifications and everything have closed. The people have qualified for the finals. Their videos are made, and those videos have dropped. And there are so many videos to talk about this week. So much so that I think that rather than going through and trying to talk about every single one of these videos within this news video, I think since I haven't watched them yet, I'm going to do a live stream a little bit later tonight after this video goes live, watching and reacting to every single one of these videos, which I think there's like more than 20 of at this point. We have finals videos for BMX men's park and street as well as women's park and street, and there's so many people in each category. In BMX men's park finals, we've got Kevin Peraza, Logan Martin, Kenneth Tencio, Kieran Riley, Irek Rezev, James Jones, Marin Rantes, and Kasia Andreev. Heavy hitters, and each one of those has a 1-minute finals video to watch. Then for street BMX men, we have Garrett Reynolds, Courage Adams, Chad Kerley, Kevin Peraza, Dan Kruk, Demarcus Paul, Alex Liebrock, and Alex Kennedy. A heavy lineup there as well. I'm honestly just super stoked to see Alex Liebrock in there. Being a local Ohio guy and someone that I've known for quite a while now, it is awesome to see his name in that lineup. Then for the women's street finals, we've got Angie Marino, Arina Arzarova, Melina, Anahi, Valentina, and Gina Petrella. Heavy hitters there as well. I'm excited to watch those, honestly. Then for the women's park finals, we've got Queen Saray Villegas Serna, along with her sister, Liz Surly Villegas Serna, the Red Bull girls that we talked about previously when their video documentary came out, Natalia DM, Hannah Roberts, Minoto Oki, Nikita DeCaros, Charlotte Worthington, and Lori Perez. Heavy lineup there as well. And I'm super stoked to see just like the diversity in not only where people are located at, but also the age range of this one too is pretty big. And it's just, I'm excited to watch all of these. And I feel like it would be watered down if I tried to talk about all of these in this specific BMX news video. So for anyone who has watched all of these so far and voted, let me know who you voted for in the comments down below, and then tune in a little bit later. I'll schedule it after this video goes up, and we will check out all of these videos live and watch them and react to them. And I might even try to sneak my girlfriend in on this one because she knows BMX, and it would be pretty cool to get her reaction and who she thinks should win in all of these different categories. Moving on from there, we can talk about some videos from this week. The first one that I want to talk about is a video that every single one of you watching this right now needs to watch, whether it be right now pausing this video and going and watching it, or after it's done, you have to watch it. It's Steven Atencio's new video from We the People, and it is a banger. There are so many insane burly clips in this video, too many to mention, honestly. One of my favorites was like the rail ride 180 whip that he did down a pretty gnarly gap. Then the last 360 in this video, it has to be one of the biggest 360s anyone has ever done. I'd be curious to see anyone who might know like the extent of BMX 360 downstairs history and where this stacks up in there, but it feels like it has to be one of the biggest ever done. And so many other things that he does in here are just amazing. And one thing that I wanted to make sure that I talked about in here was just like the raw passion and just drive and determination that you could see in his face in the last few clips when he's trying this 360 after he crashed and gets up. And there's no yelling that we see in the video of him freaking out or anything like that. You can just see it's silent, pure determination in his face, where he looks like he knows that he's got this gnarly thing that he's standing in front of that he hasn't succeeded at yet and that he has to do. And then whenever he makes it happen, it's just so awesome to watch. And I love that buildup and the intensity of it, and it's just really cool to see. That's why I feel like every single one of you watching this video right now needs to go and check it out. And then after that, we got a video from Johnny Del Boso. He's a local Cleveland dude who has been kind of a staple in BMX in Ohio for a long time and has absolutely shredded that entire time. And this video is called Solo Cruisin'. It's a self-filmed street video where he's hitting a whole bunch of different spots while out spot searching for a bigger project in the near future, is what it says in the description here. And none of the clips in this video are cookie cutter street riding clips. Everything has some kind of thought behind it, some sort of little creativity with the spot, or some burliness to the spot, or something that just makes it kind of unique and interesting to watch. That's why I wanted to make sure that I talked about this one. And there's a wide variety of different things that he rides and does throughout the video. From there, I'm going to talk about all of the videos today in the order of like the length that they came in. So that was the shortest video after Steven Atencio's. Next up comes a video from Dylan Leeper called The Oddities. If you know Dylan Leeper's style, he's got brakes, he likes to ride street and use his brakes and kind of be creative in the streets as well. And he's a solid rider. This video is just under 5 minutes long for any of you who might want to check it out. Then after that, we've got a trails video. It's at Caffeine Trails, and this video is right about 6 minutes and 30 seconds. So for all you trail guys, I try to throw the trails video in here, at least one video a week. This one is there for you at 6 minutes 30 seconds if you want to check it out. And then we've got Pusher BMX's Mountain Trip 2020 video. This one is 6 minutes 43 seconds long, and it's a road trip video from the guys at Pusher BMX. Then we've got Chad Kerley, Kevin Peraza, and Demarcus Paul riding Ryan Sheckler's Skatepark, and this one is a little bit longer here. It's 7 minutes 40 seconds. So if you guys want to check out these three dudes shredding a park that doesn't normally get to be ridden by BMX riders, that's going to be a good one for you. From there, we've got Jake Coho ATV/BMX Summer 2020. With all of that being said, we've got a couple different jam videos to talk about this week. The Capital Lou BMX Jam went down, their video is out, and then the Grindworks HS Skatepark Jam went down recently. And there's videos and photos up at the link in the description below for that one as well. And then Nowhere BMX's Cornhuckit Jam is actually tomorrow in Nebraska. So if you guys are in the area or you feel like traveling to the center of the country, Nowhere BMX in Nebraska, check it out. The Cornhuckit Jam is always a great time, and I think that there's going to be a lot of fun had, being that this is like the only big jam of the year that I know of that actually went down. And then we've got one interview thing to talk about this week, and that is Dakota Roche speaking with Kyle Carlson of Vital BMX about his Native Land video series. There's a whole bunch of different broken up videos, but I linked the one that is the full interview where he's talking about the entire series from 1 through 4, and it's Dakota Roche giving insight on his best videos that he has ever done. These Native Land videos are amazing, and if you haven't seen them, you should probably check them out. We recently talked about one of them. So with that, let me know your guys' thoughts on the NORA Cup, who you guys think should win, also the E-Fise things, your guys' picks for the winners of those, and most importantly, head on over to Simon Tabron's GoFundMe page and contribute if you can, and if you can't, share it for other people to possibly contribute to, or go and just leave some kind words somewhere and spread some positivity in the world, because it's 2020 and we all know that we need to spread as much positivity as we can. So with that, I want to thank you guys for being here and watching. Hit the subscribe button while you're down there, leaving a comment if you haven't yet, and hopefully that'll mean we'll see you tomorrow for another video. Thanks again, and goodbye.